Dangerous Toys will be performing live at the Buffalo Rose in Golden on Saturday, June 6th. Tickets and VIP meet and greet packages are on sale now at holdmyticket.com, or you can just visit the Wolfpack Productions Facebook page. So let's go right to the hotline and go on the record with lead vocalist of Dangerous Toys, Mr. Jason McMaster. How are you, Jason?
I'm excellent. Thanks for having me today.
No, thank you for joining us. It's a treat to talk to you. We have a lot to chat about, and I wanted to talk about your show coming up at the Buffalo Rose, but I wanted to start at the beginning and ask you about Dangerous Toys, your self-titled debut album. That CD was released back in 1989 and was recorded at the famous Sound City Studios in Van Nuys, California. Have you seen Dave Grohl's Sound City documentary, and how was your experience recording there?
I've seen bits and pieces of the documentary. I need to finish that out. I have old photographs of us hanging around and doing some recording there, and it was excellent. We cut drums in the big room, and we did the guitars and vocals in it was either Studio A or B. They had a couple of other little smaller cutting rooms off to the side on the other side of the hallway. I remember helping Rick Rubin rip off the vending machine. he would tilt it over, and I would stick my arm up there, and we weren't very good at it, but it was pretty funny. I remember we had the receptionist sing backup vocals on Feels Like a Hammer on that record, the first record. Also, you mentioned CD. CD wasn't introduced yet. It came out on vinyl and cassette.
We are chatting with Jason McMaster. Once again, Dangerous Toys are going to be at the Buffalo Rose on June 6th, along with Throttle Bomb, Sanity's Edge, and Lotus Gate. I love these band names. Throttle Bomb, that's amazing.
Yeah,
and you mentioned
as well. You got Dangerous Toys, and then all of these bands that sound like pure apocalyptic death.
See, that's a band name right there, Apocalyptic Death.
Well, my friends call me to name their bands for them, so there you go.
And you mentioned Feels Like a Hammer earlier. That'll be my one request. If you can find a way to work that song into the set, I would be I
don't want to break your heart, but that's the only song on the record that we don't do live anymore.
You're killing me. Why is that?
No ballads. We just rock all night. No ballads.
Are Dangerous Toys doing a full tour, or you guys just kind of play select dates, now and then?
No, to be brutally honest, there's not really any money in touring because all of us who have real jobs, the road can't pay us what we make at our real jobs. So it's not worth it to us. We lose money and have to come back and be in the red if we go on tour.
Yeah, well, the industry has changed so much. With all due respect, it's not 1990. Right. It's not 1992 anymore. Yeah. And
here's another part. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the reality is you see all these other bands. I'll lump them all in the class of '89. You see all these other bands that came out around the same time as us, doing all these tours and everything. I'm not saying, I'm not going to speak for them. For us, it doesn't make sense for us to try to do a tour because we come back in the red and we owe all this money.
Yeah.
We got to pay rent. You're back on your rent. You're back on everything. So I'm not saying that it is that way for everybody. Some people have found a way to sustain. And maybe some of those bands just sold a little bit more records than Dangerous Toys. Maybe that's it. Who knows?
Speaking of day jobs, you must be one of the most active musicians in the history of the industry because, in addition to Dangerous Toys, you've got a band, Broken Teeth. You currently spend time fronting a Judas Priest tribute band called Sad Wings. There's a Kiss tribute band called Sick, a Metallica tribute called Kill 'Em All, which is the best name ever. How do you have time for all these different projects? And is it really just a case of trying to keep the music fresh?
It's a little bit of everything. I am a music fan. I'm like a spaz. I'm like a little kid when it comes to what I'm a fan of. I still freak out when I stand next to somebody that might be considered a peer who is on some of my favorite records. I have met and toured with my idols, and I'm still a fanboy. I can't get over. I probably make some people nervous just because I want to bear hug them and not let go. I'm such a fan of all of this stuff, and I've always been that way. And trying to keep my cool around some of the people that I idolize has been pretty tough. I find the time by, only booking smart shows. Like, I'm not as busy as everybody thinks. I mean, it's more of like a weekend warrior type thing.
We're talking to Jason McMaster of Dangerous Toys. You guys are going to be at the Buffalo Rose in Golden on June 6th. Really looking forward to the show. What can fans expect from your set? You said no ballads. Any surprises?
No ballads is a good place to start. We're going to play all the big hits, and we're going to go way deep. We're almost playing the entire record of the of the debut, and then there'll be about half the record of Hellacious Acres. And there'll be one or two moments, maybe three moments from the third record, which came out independently, called Pissed. I think we do Pain Train, the title track, and maybe Hard Luck Champion. There's a few songs off of there that are really, really good. A lot of people say that should have been our second record, and that Hellacious Acres. I agree with Hellacious Acres. Probably about half the songs were baked, and the other half were just cookie dough. They just weren't really ready yet. But it was one of those things back then, Ken, that the label pulled us off the road. We were on tour with the Cult. We were selling records in a big way. I want to say most of the tours we did, we were at some points in the tour we were outselling the other opening acts, which we were on kind of hey, you guys play first this night, we'll play first the next. Whoever the other support act was in front of the Cult, in front of LA Guns, whoever we were out with. That wasn't the case all the time, but we were flip-flopping with Tora Tora on the LA Guns tour. That was still in '89. That started in October of '89 and went through November, all the way through the end of November '89. And then we went home for Christmas and started the Cult tour New Year's Eve in Long Beach Arena. And that went on through like March or something. And I want to say we were outselling Bonham. But because the name of the band is Bonham, they can't put us after Bonham.
Yeah, we could talk to you all day. I appreciate your time so much, Jason. Wanted to give you some love and promote the show coming up at the Buffalo Rose in Golden. It's a real nice venue. We're looking forward to seeing you guys on June 6th, which is a Saturday night, so no excuse for you guys, all the rockers out here in the Denver area, to go see Dangerous Toys. And tickets are on sale right now. You can get VIP packages if you want to chat with Jason, maybe get an autograph. I'm definitely going to bring an LP and have you sign that for me. So you can go to holdmyticket.com. Jason McMaster from Dangerous Toys, Broken Teeth, and about 13 other bands. Look them up online.
United.
Absolutely.
EvilUnited.net. Mm-hmm.
And what's
Uniterband.com.
And what's your website, Jason?
JasonMcMaster.net.
.net. Excellent. Well, thanks for going on the record, Jason. We really appreciate your time, and looking forward to the show coming up.
Thank you very much for your time, and I can't wait. It's been a long time since I've been in Denver, so it'll be a good rock and roll show.
Looking forward to it. Thanks again, Jason. Take care.
Thank you, Ken.